America is borrowing money at a speed we have never seen before. Trillions of dollars in new debt hitting the market nonstop. And here's the weird part. Interest rates keep going up instead of down, and that alone should make you stop and think. Because if demand was truly strong and confident, yields would be falling, not climbing. What really changed is not how much debt the United States is issuing, it's who is actually buying it. And that shift matters way more than any scary headline downgrade. On the surface, Treasury auctions still look fine. Bills, notes, bonds, they all sell. No failed auctions, no panic. So people assume everything is healthy, but that misses what's happening underneath. For years, foreign central banks and trade surplus countries soaked up a huge chunk of United States debt, recycling dollars back into treasuries and keeping yields low. But that support has stalled. They're not dumping treasuries, but they're not loading up either. Some are defending their currencies, others are diversifying or shortening maturities, so the gap is getting filled at home. Now, the biggest buyers are United States banks, pension funds, insurance companies, and money market funds. And yeah, that still counts as demand, but it's a very different kind. These buyers aren't stepping in because they love the outlook. They're buying because regulations and balance sheets force them to. Banks need treasuries for capital rules. Pensions and insurers need long-term assets to match future payouts, and money market funds park cash in short-term bills because they don't have many other options. That demand is steady but inflexible, which is why yields can rise even while auctions clear. The market works just at a higher borrowing cost. And here's where it gets risky, because the United States is staring at a massive maturity wall. Roughly 1/3 of publicly held debt, about $9 trillion, comes due within about a year, meaning it all has to be refinanced again, and a lot of that debt was issued back when rates were much lower. Even if Washington froze spending tomorrow, refinancing alone would keep pressure on rates. This turns every auction into a mini stress test. Small changes matter. Slightly weaker demand, more uncertainty, a little volatility, and yields creep higher almost automatically. Credit downgrades don't cause panic selling, but they quietly tighten risk models, raise haircuts, and make buyers more cautious. Politics doesn't help either. Debt ceiling drama and fiscal chaos add uncertainty right when trillions need to roll over. None of this means default. The United States pays its bills and always will, but stability is not the same as comfort. Higher Treasury yields bleed into mortgages, car loans, credit cards, and business borrowing. Over time, governments lean toward financial repression, holding rates below inflation when possible and letting inflation slowly eat the real value of debt. On paper, everything works. In real life, households pay through higher prices and weaker purchasing power. The system holds together by spreading the cost downward, quietly and slowly. So the real question isn't whether auctions will fail, it's how long confidence can last when refinancing never stops. Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit subscribe, it really helps the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.